It's 6 in the morning. I was just spit on by like 7 moms, but I got the last Starbucks teddy bear cup in New York City.
So she's shopping on Starbucks Club. She's shopping on Starbucks Club. She's getting paid.
Starbucks released a teddy bear barista cup and people are going crazy over it? Pretty much. What?
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Huh? Yes. Look at you.
It's 6 in the morning. I was just spit on by like 7 moms, but I got the last Starbucks teddy bear cup in New York City. I'm so excited. I'm honestly scared to open this right now. I feel like someone's gonna come and jump me.
Over a cup? Only white people. Because what do you mean? This cup you can buy it at the Dollar Tree.
Okay, should I use this? Do I sell it on eBay? Like, what do I do with
not
this?
Plastic.
No, it's
but
so
it's not that
cute.
serious. Cute.
Starbucks released a teddy bear barista cup and people are going crazy over it? Pretty much. What? Why? Well, originally Starbucks thought that only a few people would want their cups, but demand was so high that they sold out on the first day. It was really that popular? Yup. What does it look like? It must be really well designed. It kind of looks like this. That's honey.
That's a honey jar.
I know. Okay, wait, so people are freaking out over a washed out honey bottle? Well, theirs is actually glass, plus it's also a limited time thing, and you know, Starbucks. Okay, stop. How much did they sell this for? It must have sold for like $10 a bottle for it to sell out on the first day. It was actually $30.
What?
$30? $29.95 to be exact. And now people are selling them on eBay for around $1,500. What? Yeah. $1,500. Are people crazy? But some people think this is a marketing stunt by Starbucks' new CEO as part of his turnaround plan. Really? Is their stock performing well? As of right now, they're still down around 7% year to date, but they're almost in the green for the past 6 months. Interesting. Last question. Did you buy a brand new bottle of honey just for this video? Yeah, I'm not gonna waste money on some overpriced cup. Plus, we need honey.
Going to business school taught me absolutely anything. It's that consumers are very dumb and easily swindled. I'm sure that you guys have seen the viral Beanie Bear Starbucks cup drop as of late, and I'm sure you have also noticed that Starbucks refuses to drop more than like 5 at a store, with some stores receiving only 1. Now, these cups sell at around $15 to $30 depending on what you get from the drop, because there's like other forms of cups for this drop. The consumer psychology about this cup is exactly like this. This is how it goes. We take a cheap product that's available on Amazon and Alibaba wholesale. We put our label on it. We tell the consumers, hey, we're only going to drop 4 to 5 per store. So we make it seem like it's super rare and like you can only get it if you go to the store at 4 a.m. and make sure that you wait there until the store opens up. When in reality, we're going to drop like 1 or 2 at each store. And then the only way you can get it is if you go on eBay and get it from a scalper that's selling it for $300 to $500, which people are consistently buying it for. When in reality, it's the tale as old as time. It's a cheaply made, already readily available cup with a consumer logo on it. That's all they want, is a logo. Consumers eat that shit up. You guys are dumb. You guys are always easily swindled, and this is exactly why Starbucks is a billion-dollar company, because they just play in your faces.
This whole Starbucks Bear Cup thing is an absolute disaster in my opinion. If you didn't know, Starbucks released this holiday Bear Cup in very, very limited quantities. There was a mad rush to get these cups, even fights breaking out at some locations. This is at a time right now when Starbucks brand image is already suffering. People started lining up at 3 a.m. for when the doors would open just to get a chance at getting a Starbucks Bear Cup. But a lot of the fights happened because employees bought up all the cups before people had a chance to come in. The way Starbucks, in my opinion, fumbled the bag, they should have bought Starbucks Bear Cups for every employee as a thank you for their year of hard work, so the employees wouldn't have to buy them and pay their own hard-earned money to buy them, and there would then still be Bear Cups available for the members of the public. This person's pointing out how baristas deal with the public every day of the year, so they deserve to be able to buy the Bear Cup, but I say just give them a Bear Cup. Net revenue was almost $40 billion last year, That would have been great for their brand image.
Grown people in line fighting over this cup at Starbucks. Meanwhile, everybody's complaining they don't have no money, SNAP benefits.
What do you mean grown adults are getting in fights over these Starbucks bear cup? People are showing up to Starbucks at 4 in the morning and camping out just to get their hands on this Starbucks teddy bear cup. Where the insanely long lines to buy these teddy bear cups were chaotic. Grown adults were getting in fights, and even more worse are the people that didn't get their cups were crashing out. And even more worse are not only were these cups $30, but now that they are all sold out, they are selling between $600 and $700. And this is where it gets even more sadder. Starbucks seemingly tricked all these people, as a lot of Starbucks employees are saying that their store only got like 6 or 7 bear cups shipped to them, but most of these people camping never had a chance anyways. And even allegedly, a lot of these Starbucks employees were buying the cups before they could get on the shelf. And this is where it gets even more patheticer. Instead of spending $30 camping out and getting in fights, you can basically buy the same cup on Amazon for $20. This is literally just the Labubu and Stanley cup all over again. And a lot of people are saying that with the current state of the world, people that are buying these Starbucks cups are tone deaf. Meanwhile, these literally look like baby sippy cups. Would you buy the Starbucks teddy bear cup?
This was a sick, cruel thing that Starbucks did as a social experiment for all of us, for people, because all we have to look forward to is freaking bear cups.
Starbucks released a teddy bearista cup and people are going crazy over it? Pretty much. What? Why? Well, originally Starbucks thought that only a few people would want their cups, but demand was so high that they sold out on the first day. It was really that popular? Yup. What does it look like? It must be really well designed. It kind of looks like this. That's honey.
That's a honey jar.
I know. Okay, wait, so people are freaking out over a washed out honey bottle? Well, theirs is actually glass, plus it's also a limited time thing, and you know, Starbucks. Okay, stop. How much did they sell this for? It must have sold for like $10 a bottle for it to sell out on the first day. It was actually $30.
What?
$30? $29.95 to be exact. And now people are selling them on eBay for around $1,500. What? Yeah. $1,500. Are people crazy? Some, but some people think this is a marketing stunt by Starbucks' new CEO as part of his turnaround plan. Really? Is their stock performing well? As of right now, they're still down around 7% year to date, but they're almost in the green for the past 6 months. Interesting. Last question. Did you buy a brand new bottle of honey just for this video? Yeah, I'm not gonna waste money on some overpriced cup. Plus, you need honey.
This entire weekend, my FYP has been filled with nothing but videos of people crashing out over the teddy bear cup from Starbucks. People, what are we doing? Embarrassing doesn't even begin to describe a lot of y'all. I could say more. I could use a lot of more colorful words, but you know how this app rolls, so me voy a quedar callada. You were fighting with the employees over this cup when it's the corporation's fault. It's not their fault, the employee, that there wasn't enough of them to go around. Number one. Number two, they should have given the employees the chance to buy these, or there be enough stock. Anyway, I'm digressing from the point. Let's just run it back. Y'all were fighting the employees over a cup. Over a cup. A cup. The employees bought it first, hid it, whatever the case may be, tough luck. That is not an excuse for you to be an ass to people. A lot of you forget that fades are rated E for everybody. The way y'all are throwing tantrums, not even my 5-year-old goes that far, okay? My 5-year-old, and it would be excusable, if not understandable, if my 5-year-old does that, right? Because it's expected. But you guys are grown adults. Get it together, people. Consumerism has you guys under spells.
I know people are sick and tired of hearing about these Starbucks barista cups of 2025, but I cannot move on from it until I talk about it. So I'm going to talk about it. We all know what happened. Starbucks promoted to the nth degree their holiday launch that was going to be launching on November 6th, the highlight being the glass barista cup, which made people then get up before dawn to line up outside of their local Starbucks, wait until the doors opened at 4:35 a.m. in the morning to run like the wildebeest in the Lion King throughout the store to the shelves. And there's no bear cups. You can't get a bear cup. You couldn't get a bear cup because somebody was quicker than you, or a Starbucks employee already purchased them, or the fact that, I don't know, maybe because Starbucks could only ship 2 or 3 bear cups per store. This led to a bunch of people crashing out on TikTok and crying over a bear cup. We have people that are starving, kids that are not going to get a Thanksgiving meal this year, and you're crying over a bear cup. Can y'all make it make sense for me? Now, here's my theory. Starbucks knew what they were doing. They are a multi-million or billion-dollar company whose only mission is to make money. And I can't help but notice that their number one draw-in was this bear cup. And what is the current Christmas trend that everybody seems to want to be following this year? It's Ralph Lauren Christmas. And if you didn't know about Ralph Lauren Christmas, do you know, I don't know if you would consider it a mascot, but what's usually on a lot of Ralph Lauren merchandise? A bear. So Starbucks is paying attention to all these trends, and they're noticing that the girlies this year, they wanted Ralph Lauren Christmas this year. So hey, let's make a barista cup and make it the forefront of our holiday launch, so that all the girlies on TikTok feel the urgent need to buy one of these things so that they can be on trend with their Ralph Lauren Christmas. Now, I don't know if that's the real case. I'm not making allegations here. It's just incredibly coincidental that Ralph Lauren Christmas seems to be all the hype for the Christmas theme this year, and Starbucks may or may not be cashing in on that with this barista cup. Now, with that being said, am I upset that I did not get a barista cup? Not in the slightest, because I didn't even know they existed until their launch date. But if you still want a barista cup, not the limited edition one from Starbucks, because I can't get that for you because it's being sold on eBay and Facebook Marketplace from $200 to, I saw one for $1,000, $30 cup for being resold for $1,000. Go on Amazon. There is a dupe of this bear cup on Amazon. It doesn't have the Starbucks logo, but you know what? I think it looks cute without the Starbucks logo. I think I'm gonna get one myself. Or if I don't want to get that one, I'm gonna get an animal cracker container and make my barista cup out of that. Stop giving in to these trends. You don't need to follow every single trend. You don't need the Labubu's. You don't need the Stanley Cups. You don't need the barista cup. Please stop falling for overconsumption. Our society has become consumed by overconsumption, and it saddens me. It saddens me. Do better, guys.
So she's shopping on Starbucks Club. I can't afford it. She's shopping on Starbucks Club. She's gonna pay $6.
So me as a collector, what do I think about this whole Starbucks cup thing, and also Starbucks employees buying it before even customers that have been waiting outside for hours are doing? Honestly, I love it. I love the drama. I love the action. I love seeing people going outside, shopping, waiting, communicating with each other, even if it's arguing, because these are new collectors, new people trying to get something they really enjoy. It's interesting. It's fun. It's great. I think more people should be doing this. This is exactly how I want Black Friday to be again. I want the chaos. It shows us that we can go outside again and not just all buying off the internet, avoiding each other, all scared of the what if. And when it comes to employees buying items, I really could care less. I do think it's a little weird that it's a limited item right now and they're just taking all of them off the shelf. If that is happening, I think they should just be one per Starbucks employee. But if Starbucks themselves have no policy against employees being able to shop on their breaks or something like that, then by all means, get it while you can, right? Because as a collector, and I'm not a big reseller, but it does feel nice buying something that's really limited that other people do want. So it's nice to see this. Let's hope our Black Friday is just like this.
Starbucks was like, ooh, let's make 50 only 50 teddy bear cups with no coffee in it and charge the people $25 for this cup. Somebody in the back said, yes, great idea, but only send 2 cups to each store so people could go crazy and rush there and wait in line so we can tell them we are out of cups. Why are y'all getting excited about a teddy bear cup? The cup doesn't even come with coffee in it. You just paying for the cup. It's not like when you can go to the amusement park and get a refill for $2 every time you go. No, you gonna pay regular price for that coffee. But y'all gotta have this $25 cup. Y'all gotta have this $25 cup.
The craze about the barista Starbucks bear thing that you could simply buy at Walmart or just buy a jar of honey in a little jar and keep the bear and put your coffee in there, which will solve the problem. But that's not what people want. They want to be able to buy the product and open on camera so they can look like, oh, I got it, I'm a part of the trend, right? So when it comes to like recession, and when it comes to big businesses, big corporations, capitalism, they don't care that they're going to recession. As a matter of fact, they take advantage of the recession that people are in because they know people are going to spend money regardless because consumers buy things because it makes them feel better. So now when you're buying things to make you feel better, it doesn't matter if you are in a recession. But when the rich people see that recession is happening, that's when they take advantage and buy the things that they know that you can't afford, and then present it to you as something that you need so badly and you have to have regardless whether or not you're able to feed your family or not, right? And because you're a consumer, you're going to buy it because it makes you feel better. You have this rush that you get once you buy something new. You know how like people who are shopaholic, they buy things because they like that rush that they feel once they buy, once they spend the money, and it's like, oh my God, something new. Or someone who likes to receive things in the mail, like myself, I love to receive gifts in the mail, right? Or gifts, period. It makes me feel better and all that, but the feeling doesn't last, right? But the rich person or the person who is the provider or the ones who's providing the goods, they're lining their pockets with the money. Even though you don't have it, you're gonna spend it anyways. Look at all these people who are complaining about Beyonce dropping merch, but they're still buying it, right? Because they're still buying out the robes, they're still buying out her merch. Even though she knows that her fans cannot afford it, she's going to drop it anyways because now is the time for them to make money. That is the reason why during a recession, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, because they need that level of balance. And it doesn't matter whether or not you think that these people care about you, they really don't care about you at the end of the day. They care about making that money and lining their pockets. And when it comes to recessions, that's one of the best ways. That's one of the best times for you to basically bring in money as someone who provides the good, because now the consumers, even though they don't have it, they're still going to spend that money because they want something to make them feel good. In the time of, I can't feed my children, I'm working, I'm not getting paid, once you get home and you receive that box in front of your door and you open it and just give you that rush of feel good, it's like that little feel good moment that you have, and you want this to stay. Even though you're in a funk right now, you want that feeling to stay, so you continue to buy. So when it comes to the whole the Starbucks bear thing, people are having this craze about it now, but give it another month or two, you're not going to hear about the bear anymore. Remember how the little boo-boo used to be a thing and everyone was the little boo-boo. I made a whole video about it on my YouTube channel, All Things Journey, check it out. All of that, everyone was going crazy over it, and then like a month later, people were saying it was demonic because it was watching them, it was talking back to them, their children was acting crazy when it comes to little boo-boos and stuff. And now, yes, people are still having this craze over it because it just opened up a new store and people were in line waiting hours to get the new little boo-boo, right? But the craze is not as crazy now. Now it's something else, which is the Starbucks. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Starbucks become like a collector thing, so you can collect it and sell it in a few years. But honestly, it's simply just a bear. And the fact that a lot of different stores had it within the next day, like Shein, like they'll see a celebrity wear a dress and within hours they have the same exact dress. That's because all those companies, in my opinion, communicate with each other, and they know that they're going to be able to make money off of people, because at the end of the day they have one thing in common: they're selling to the consumer, and the consumer is going crazy buying it. Yes, some people might go and get the Amazon one, but also people might say, oh, I want to be original and get the Starbucks one with the Starbucks logo, even though it doesn't make a big difference, because the coffee tastes the same. And also if you were to put water in there, the water would taste the same. So I don't know why people would want the Starbucks thing on there, the Starbucks logo. Well, I do get it because it's Starbucks, and if you're a Starbucks fan, you will want all that, right? Just like people who are completely obsessed with Starbucks coffee versus Dunkin' Donut, not knowing that Starbucks logo is a siren. And if you are so obsessed with Starbucks, that could be one of the reasons, because you have been hypnotized to think that, Starbucks coffee is better than Dunkin' Donuts. Don't come for me, Dunkin' Donut lovers or Starbucks lovers. But in my opinion, the coffee, it does the same job. It wakes you up, right? It might taste different, going down. I don't know how it could possibly taste so different, where you would spend an extra $5 off of one cup versus one that you could get $5 less. I don't understand. It's still doing the same job, just like the little the Bear. You could get the one from Amazon that probably costs like $10 versus the Starbucks one, which is $30, which is crazy, because now you've been buying a $30 Bear. Now you gotta buy the coffee to put inside the Bear. So unless you're going to be going to Starbucks every day and getting some sort of $1 discount off of it, I don't see the point of getting it, because you could simply use a regular cup, or you could get the $10 Amazon one, which make the coffee still taste the same. It still looks the same, except minus the Starbucks logo. So in my opinion, the only people who are losing are the consumers. And yes, the consumers already know that they're the only one losing, because once you eat that stuff, you're going to shit it out within a few days. Or within a few hours. The coffee, especially people who coffee goes right through them within a few minutes, and then that's gonna be that. And now you're going to have to spend another money to buy the coffee, because now you have the cup and you have to continue to stay in the trend. So now you're buying more coffee to put in the cup. It's like a whole cycle. And the people who are providing the goods are going to continue to provide the goods whether you're in a recession or not, because they know you're going to buy it regardless. Even though you don't have the money, you don't have money to feed your kids, you're going to spend that money to buy that Starbucks coffee, because the country that we live in, they tell you that you have to be a consumer, you have to buy. That's why on TikTok there's always a new product that you have to buy every single day. Oh, this one was good. 2 days later, oh my god, this is the best one. Oh my god, this is one of the best ones. Forget about the two that we just told you about 2 days ago. This one right here is it. And then 2 days later, it's a new one, until before you know it, the whole landfill is completely filled with trash that people have been buying on TikTok or on Shein, because they keep telling you this one's the best one, and you just cannot make up your mind. Because I've honestly gotten, I've fallen into that hole before, buying things on TikTok 24/7, thinking, oh, this one's the best one. No, this one's the best one. No, this one is the best one, right? And now I have a bunch of things that I've been giving away to other people, because I'm like, I have all these things that I haven't even opened, or I barely used them, and I've been buying them on TikTok, because we are the consumer. And now that we're in a recession, the people who are above, because there's a separation, right? There's a separation. And the people who are above are looking at you, and they're just, eating over your head, basically. And we're all just going crazy and pushing each other and spitting on each other in line, waiting, losing sleep, waiting in line to get this one product that you think is going to change your life. But it does change your life for like 5 seconds, because it makes you feel better. It has that rush of dopamine, you feel amazing. And then 2 hours later, or less than 2 hours later, you're like, why the heck did I buy this? I don't understand why I spent all this money on this bear. Yes, it's cute, but you could also make your own bear, or you could just go to the local market and buy a jar of honey in the little shape of the bear, and then once you're done, you use that as your coffee cup. It makes no difference. A child wouldn't know the difference, right? So in my opinion, all this craze is kind of crazy. But y'all let me know what you think about that, whether or not you're going to spend some money on this bear thing. And also, if you purchase anything from the Beyonce drops, the Beyonce albums, or whatever she just dropped, her merch with the robes and the cups and all that stuff. Don't get me wrong, some of her stuff all cute, but they're not cute. They're not as cute for the price that I see. I just don't. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I know you're Beyonce and all, but Beyonce and the rest of those celebrities, like Starbucks owners and also all of the celebrities, they wouldn't spit on you if you're on fire. The way that people would spend all their hard-earned money on people that they don't even know, on people who don't even care about them, but then their friends will have a little business, not necessarily a little business, their friends will have a business, and they wouldn't support their friends, even if their friends' business was going to be shut down and they needed some sales to keep the business open. They would not support their friends as much as they support celebrities. Don't get me wrong, you do what you need to do, you do what you have to do. It's your own money, you do what you want to do with your money, but at the end of the day, you're not supporting your friends that you know and you supposedly love and care about, but you'll support someone who wouldn't even spit on you if you're on fire. Is crazy to me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talk to you later. Bye. People are coming for Beyonce now, talking about, you know, majority of her fans are black women and all these black women have lost their job. Yes, that's true, but Beyonce don't care. She knows you're going to buy it anyway. You will talk now, and then within a month or two, or even less than that, within a week or two, you're going to buy it. Because who is buying out all her robes? People are buying her stuff. That is the reason why she continued to put the price that she put, because she knows her fans are going to buy. Even the people who are not her fans are going to buy and or support her. That is the reason why, even though people will get on the internet all the time and cry about it, we're consumers and people do not care. They're complaining now, but then within a few minutes they will buy her things, because this is the same thing that happens every single time the celebrity drop their merch. Oh, you're tone deaf, people, you know, you got to read the room, and then people it's always sold out, unless they're only putting a little bit out of it. But I believe that things are.
So one rainy afternoon, I was on TikTok talking about my favorite piece of jewelry that I purchased in Barcelona, Spain a few months ago. And I was talking about how I lost the piece that I love so much. So Eerily reached out to me and sent me 4 pieces of their jewelry. So Eerily is a Europe-based jewelry company. And when I tell you, I was pleasantly surprised at the quality of these pieces. I mean, as a jewelry girly, I can tell when a piece of jewelry is not great quality. So as soon as I opened my box, I was so shocked. When I tell you, I try to capture every angle of the jewelry so you can see how beautiful they are. Timeless. And not only did they send me 4 pieces of jewelry, but they also gave me 60% off for anyone who would like to use my code Jenny to get 60% off some of, you know, a piece of jewelry from Eerily. They are gorgeous, they are timeless, and the quality is amazing. They're going to be in conversational piece. I mean, people are going to ask you where you get your jewelry from. They are so beautiful, elegant, fashionable, lovely. I can't even describe them more. They're gorgeous. Don't walk, run to get your piece, because you're getting 60% off. Use the code Jenny, that's JENNY, to get 60% off from this amazing, beautiful jewelry company, Eerily. Hey y'all, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny. Once again, I have found myself on the messy side of TikTok. Imagine your sister, your blood sister, is pregnant with your baby daddy's baby. So you're an aunt